Okay, hello. This is the 5, 1, 2, 3. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Hello and welcome to the D&D Express podcast. I am Antonio, your DM, and today with me is
Justin
and Nate.
And Justin and Nate, who are you two playing today?
I am playing Basil's, a level 4 rogue rock gnome.
And I'm playing Ilgrek. He's a level 5 undead mage.
And just a brief backstory on both of your characters, just like in 10 words or less.
In 10 words or less. Basil's the gnome wants to get back to his pet mountain lion.
Ilgrek is too stubborn to die and just going with whatever worldly event moves him in life.
And without further ado, let's begin. It has been a total of 3 days since the escape from Madstone Asylum. Basil's, the rock gnome assassin trained by a mountain lion since birth, imprisoned for killing the governor of Estonia, but little did he know he was set up by the mob boss Mobius Finch, and Ilgrek, whose only crime was existing in undeath. The two of them made fast friends in their lonely prison cell, where they had an opportunity to plan an escape by way of mass prison riot. Madstone Asylum itself is a giant jutting stone tower in the middle of the sea. They set free many of their fellow prisoners and with them stole many different boats. And they are currently face down on a beach. They smell the salt of the sea in their nostrils and sometimes a little bit in their lungs, especially Ilgrek, because he doesn't need to breathe or expel anything. But you both wake up on this beach with your boat crashed around you.
All right.
The sound of the waves. What would you two like to do?
Sound of the waves. Can I see if there's anything on the boat I could take?
Make an investigation check. So you need a D20.
D20?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you're going to be adding your investigation, which I believe is your intelligence.
It's going to
Okay.
be
10,
Yeah.
and then plus whatever I roll.
Yeah. Well, you have a 10, so it's a +0, so...
9.
Plus 0, so 10.
So 10?
Wait,
Oh,
no, 9.
9.
9.
9. You don't really find much of anything. You find a couple bits of scrapped wood,
I'm going
some sails, but if you want to take that, you can. But other than that,
Nah, I'm not going to take it. It's not worth it.
both of you do have your supplies and general weapons and such that you managed to steal from the armory before you left. But you, Basil, you are feeling very hungry and very tired. You just spent several days out at sea with no food, no water, and what little you did, you were able to keep to yourself because Ilgrek is an undead,
Yeah.
so he doesn't really need anything.
So I'm going to groan loudly and then get up off my face. And then I'm going to investigate the area around me. So I know we're on a beach, but like what's in the area around me?
You see that you're on a very long and stretching beach. It looks to be somewhat well-traveled. There is little pocks of polished stone, which looks to be a makeshift trail leading along the beach. But also off the beach, there is what develops into a pretty healthy forest with very high trees. It looks like the canopy will get rather dark the further in you go.
All right, I'll turn to Basil's and say, sticks or stones?
I say let's go into the forest.
All right,
Into the forest? Okay.
we head into the forest.
You are met with I wouldn't say lush, I would say more redwood forest. Ginormous trees, long branches, vines. You hear animals in the distance. You hear things rustling in the bushes. And if you wanted to, you could have the chance to try and gather food or something like that. maybe hunt or like forage for berries if you wanted to.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna scourge for food.
So whatever your wisdom bonus is, it's
Minus
actually going to be
one.
-1.
Okay, so that's good. 10, so 9.
You don't find anything too good. You find a couple berries. They could be poisonous. They could be not. If you want to chance that, that'll be up to you.
Okay.
I'll look at also because I've got a pretty good survival. I got
Okay.
+4 on that. So quick look. 12 plus 4 is going to be 16.
Yeah, you recognize those berries he has aren't poisonous, but they are really bitter. But you do find some low-hanging fruit that doesn't look too appetizing. It looks kind of like a dried plum, but it's edible and it's a lot better than what he has.
Being undead, I'll make some joke about how I don't realize the difference. Like, oh, mold is nothing to me.
Are you gonna give the food to me since you're
I'll
undead?
point it out to you.
Oh, okay. You'll point it out to me. So
Yeah,
I'm.
I pointed
I'll
out to
grab it.
Battles.
As you are a rock gnome, it's not very low-hanging for you. You're probably gonna have to jump to grab
Oh,
it.
okay.
I'll watch.
But
You'll watch. No, you're gonna help me.
Do you-
Chaotic neutral.
do you point and laugh?
Just for a minute or two. Then yeah, I'll pick the low hanging
Okay.
for him.
Okay. Cool.
He's
About an hour or so into the forest, you come upon what looks to be a large looming stone structure. You see that from the ramparts and the towers there is a banner, and you both recognize this banner as the family crest of the warden of Madstone Asylum,
Oh.
Votterbag.
okay.
And so you can probably assume that this is a base of operations for him outside of the prison.
Okay. Well, this guy made our life pretty crappy inside the prison, so
Yeah,
I say we get back at him.
I mean, I don't have much to lose. Let's go for it.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's walk towards the stone structure and see what we find.
Okay.
Can I stealth around and look around and see
Yeah.
if I find
Can we
anyone?
like hide behind a tree? And
Yeah.
Both of you roll stealth checks.
Please. So I've got 2 plus 3. I've got a 5 for stealth.
Okay.
I tripped on a log.
4.
Plus 5, you got 9.
9 stealth.
Okay. You two aren't very stealthy in your approach. In fact, you two are bickering about the right ways to go about stealth as you get closer to the castle in
So
a
we try to
very
give
loud
ourselves
manner.
away.
That sounds
Yes,
about right.
pretty much. And then you notice some movement on the top of the walls,
Okay.
almost like someone's running to go inform someone of something.
Oh.
So what would you two like to do?
Is he too far away to fireball?
What's the range on Fireball?
No, it's probably too far. Shit. I'm gonna say shit.
Yeah. Let's just try and hide again and see if
We're
we
gonna
can.
try to hide really quick. I'm gonna try to hide behind a tree like a skinny boy.
I'm tiny, so I'll probably hide behind a box or something where no one can see me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
7.
I got a 15 plus stealth. 3. So I got 18 altogether.
7
Plus your 5, that's
5.
12.
12.
Okay. They don't seem to notice you. It seems it looks to be about a human, tries to bring in a superior. And you look at the superior. It's strange. You have seen individuals like this, but not to this scale. This is a giant cube of metal parts and with 2 metallic wings coming out the back.
Oh my.
You recognize this as a sentry drone.
Oh, okay.
It's bigger than the ones that you know. Normally they're used for patrolling and security at the prison.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I can show you guys what it looks like. Looks like this.
Looks like that.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and this is like the size comparison.
Okay.
Normally it's more close to your size, but this one seems much bigger.
All right. So that's on top of the wall now also?
No, you saw it come, look around, it didn't see anything, and then
okay.
it left.
Okay.
Is there? What can I use to get up the wall, or do I have to go under the wall?
You can climb.
Can I climb the wall?
Yeah. You can both attempt to climb the wall, or you can find like a window or a door at the bottom. In fact, let me show you guys. Alright. So this is the fort around here.
Mm-hmm.
I say we go to the watchtower that doesn't have a lot of people on it, and see if we can sneak in there.
Yeah, let's move towards the watchtower.
So you go to the watchtower, which looks like it doesn't have as much people or doesn't get as much use. Okay. One of you two roll perception for me,
One of us?
or both. Natural 1,
3.
3. Yeah. Your eyes just kind of actually like fall out of their sockets for a second. You're like, oh, fuck.
All right, so while I'm
3.
putting my eyes back into my...
You watch him as his eyes fall out of his sockets, and you're like, oh my god.
And I'm distracted by it.
Yeah. So both of you get up to this watchtower. You do hear some movement inside, but it doesn't. It only sounds like 1 or 2 people.
Okay.
And there is a window on the watchtower wall. You two can look into it or what have you.
I say I get on your shoulders and we just look in the window, since I'm a lot more stealthy than you.
Yeah, all right, we're going to let him look through the window by standing on my shoulders or something.
Okay.
If he can't see it. If he's too small to reach the window, I'm going to like go on my 4s and he's going to stand on my back
Okay,
or whatever.
cool.
Okay. All right. And
we
this
are-
is what you see.
We see 2 of these guys.
So imagine this different colored circle squares
Right.
are the
walls of it.
yeah.
And we are outside the walls currently,
Mhm.
looking in.
Alright.
On top of it, on top of his shoulders.
Yeah. See these two having a conversation. And then let's say that this is the window.
Okay.
Okay. Are you attempting to listen in, or are you just...
I say we listen in to see what this place is.
That's you. I'm not
Okay.
on my 4s.
do another perception check. To see how well you can listen.
4.
Plus 1, this is 5.
5? Okay. You hear them talk about how Vervag is really peeved about how there was the first prison break in a century on his watch, on his day off even. You hear them talk about how the prisoners are being kept in the Eastern Watchtower.
Eastern Watchtower.
This is the western
And
watchtower.
you also hear them talk about some stuff that's hidden around the fort, some stuff that could potentially be used to get away, but you're not entirely sure.
Well, I say we do what we did back at the asylum. We free the prisoners and start a riot.
Riot! Let's
Riot,
start a
yeah.
riot.
So,
As you two raise your voices, the guards kind of like, huh?
What was that noise?
yeah, for combat's sake, let's
Yeah,
let's try to sneak in through here.
yeah, okay. Yeah,
So-
let's try and assassinate these
All right.
guys.
So how are you gonna try and assassinate them?
I'm gonna try and stealth behind the one with no armor, and see if I can kill him.
Well, will he be able to stay out of line of sight to?
Well,
get
first you need
behind
to
one of them?
find a way to get in the watchtower.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stealthily open the window.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand check.
This is unintentionally becoming like Abbott and Costello.
2.
It's great.
You ever so gently reach your hand under the window and gently pull it up, and then
It makes
as
a
the
sound.
window shatters,
Oh, okay.
and they're both instantly aware of you. Can you both please roll initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
9. All right. So you get to go first.
Can I cast Fireball?
Yes, you can.
All right. So
I get to roll saving throws.
it's gonna be 6.
6. Okay. They're both just engulfed in a sphere of fire. They're both still standing. They look pretty injured. But next is their go.
Okay.
So they're gonna be like, this one's gonna be like, what the fuck, and run that way towards the door. And then this one's gonna towards him and engage you. Just attacked him. Does a 12 hit your armor
I
class?
have 12 on my class.
So that hits. So that's 5 points of damage to him. And then
I'm going to use my short bow and see if I can kill him as he's running out the door.
okay. that you run and get him right in between the shoulder plate, and he just
And he falls. Okay, cool. We got him.
We got one of them.
okay.
I don't have any actual weapons on me. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah,
or
I'll try.
Fire Frost.
Do I have to roll for it or?
Yeah, you have to roll to hit for this.
All right, 17.
That hits.
Okay.
So roll a d6.
D6. Damage. Oops.
4. That kills him as well. Just like the dice hitting him. You kill him. So you two have cleared the room.
All right, cool.
What would you like to do?
We're gonna
Let's
enter.
let's go ahead and get in. Do they have any gold on them? Can we loot them for gold?
Yeah, sure. They both have about 10 gold.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
But you can also search the room for the things.
Okay, so I roll an investigation check for the room.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1.
Your eyes fall out of your sockets again.
I will also roll the investigation check. 19.
Oh, very nice. You find 2 purple slippers with silver engraving on them.
Okay.
And you also find 2 scrolls. And your roll would be high enough. One of them is a scroll of grease, which lets anyone cast the spell grease, and one of them
Sticks to the floors and whatnot.
and one of them is a scroll of flame blade,
Oh,
which lets you enchant a weapon with fire damage.
Okay.
cool.
So you 2 can write that down.
Okay, so I'll take the slippers.
And I'll take the scrolls.
No problem. You both get there without a hitch.
Cool.
All right. And it's the same setup as the other tower. There is a window right there. Let's say that's the door.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but you two haven't looked in yet. So are you gonna look in?
Yes.
And either chains or rope or some shackles or.
Now are the
whatever.
chains locked up with the lock?
They look to be chained together with the rope.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
Okay.
pretty ramshackle, like this was almost done last minute.
Okay.
All right. Is the door locked?
Not that you can tell, but presiding around the room, rotating around it, is this.
Big.
What is that?
You recognize this as an observer bot. They are good at interrogating.
Then yeah, I say we head south in the courtyard or whatever, see what else is
Mhm.
So you guys are, just to make it clear, you're leaving the prisoners there.
For now. We want to come back for them.
As you get down to about the eastern courtyard area, you notice that there is a bunch of horses tied up,
Mm.
where you could potentially use that to make your escape away from here.
Okay.
How many horses are there?
There's about 5, but 2 of them are hooked up to a big carriage,
Okay.
or like a prisoner transport that
Mhm.
you could use to pile people on and just go.
Okay.
All right.
Or if you two wanted to, you could just take 2 horses yourself and just book it.
So we could leave, or we could try and rescue these prisoners.
I mean, I came here to get a little old-fashioned revenge on this guy.
Oh, you want? Alright, so
Uh,
yeah, let's get some revenge.
Both of you make an investigation check. Or perception.
Let's see if we can make this warden's life
I got
terrible.
an 8 for perception.
I got a 20.
Natural 20?
Natural
That's
20.
Oh my. So you notice something. There seems to be a sort of station that you would go to, like, fill out paperwork. On the wall, there seems to be just this perfectly circular hole
In the wall?
of, like, the check-in station.
Okay.
So you recognize this. This is a portable hole. This is a magic object.
I know what a portable hole can do.
You essentially, you take it, you put it anywhere, and there will be a hole there. It's void space that you can move around.
That
Can
might
we
help.
can we
So
take
we're
the
gonna,
hole?
take the hole.
Do you try and take the hole?
I'm gonna try and take the hole.
Make a Arcana check.
Wait. Okay,
I'll
no,
handle the
yeah,
hole.
you'll handle the hole.
I got a 14.
Yeah, you're just like,
Okay.
and it's weird. As you move it, it's like the space closes up when you pull it out,
Okay.
and eventually you're holding it. It's like, it looks like you're holding nothing, but you can feel something tangible there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was like, so
If
I'm
you
gonna
like put it on the ground, there will be a hole in the ground, and you like pull it back up.
So we can use this to either get like a sneak attack on this guy. We can try to break into some office. I mean, we can keep moving it around as long as I keep.
So, as you guys get back to the watchtower, you notice that the door itself is open,
Okay.
and you notice that there is a very large man standing outside of it.
Is this the
We're
warden?
coming up behind him.
That is not the warden. That is one of the warden's lackeys. They would be in charge of discipline and
Okay.
such. But you know that if that person's here, Verdvag is also here.
Okay.
I'll just go ahead and put his mini down. Yeah.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm. And it looks like he's...
they're both walking in.
I know. It looks like he's just standing outside, and it looks like he's talking with this thing.
Okay. I have an idea. Okay.
Want to grease the
We're
floor.
we're gonna grease the floors and we're just gonna push everyone in the hole.
Oh.
That could go terribly. We can like,
Hell, we could put a hole in the wall, grease the floor, and then use fireball and light them all up too.
yeah.
With the
Wait,
prisoners.
isn't
Yeah.
grease flammable?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's very flammable.
We're gonna put the hole in the wall, then I'm gonna cast grease.
Okay. I need an Arcana check to see how good grease is.
So that's a plus 7 Arcana, 13.
Okay, that's all right. So you managed to pull them out, and you're all booking into the horses.
Mhm.
You hear a very cartoonish whoop
Slips
as
and
he slips and falls, and you hear him say, "After them!"
falls.
So you all are booking it to the horses.
Yes, we are running.
Right.
a little legs
Are you
off.
just shoving them into the back of the prisoner
Yeah.
carriage?
I actually, knowing that Basil's has smaller legs than me, I'm gonna like pick him up and push him.
Thank you.
Okay.
So once we're all in the carriage, I'm gonna start like whipping the horses, like
Mhm.
yeah.
Can you give me an animal handling check?
Animal handling. All right, I got +1. 4. I don't know how to handle horses.
They do not know you. They are the prison's horses.
I am gonna shoot them in the ass with a firebolt.
Okay. It hits them in the ass, and you hear the classic horse neigh. There will be a sound effect here.
Okay.
But they both bolt and take off. But these guys are very fast.
They're coming after us.
What are you going to do to try and slow them down?
Okay. I'm gonna say,
Let's say that.
let's go ahead and see if we can just take one of them down.
Just don't worry about hitting, just roll damage.
2d6. 2.
Mhm.
Wow.
It doesn't seem to be very effective.
Okay. Well, me.
You're
What do I
gonna
gotta roll?
Bow.
I'm gonna use my bow and I'm gonna try and shoot this guy in the face.
Okay. 6, 2. Roll the d20 and see how much that hit.
Yeah, that extra 4 or that 6 was from the sneak attack though.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
15.
15? Okay. It hits him inside of the cheek. There's about an arrow behind it. But he doesn't seem to be slowing down that much. He's actually gaining
Oh,
on
okay.
you guys. He's pretty close behind. You have one more round to do something.
Okay.
I'll try my leg,
Okay. Actually, he rolls to try and save it. What's your spell DC?
yeah. Spell DC is 15.
15? That is an 11. He does not. So he's sprinting, trying to catch up to the carriage.
I make a giant, just wall, like a giant ball of light actually, just like right at his face level.
Solar flare!
Kind of just like,
Yeah, he's running up to you, and then you turn around and shout, and there's this blinding ball of light, and he goes, "My eye!" And he doesn't see this, like a fairly sizable rock, and then he ends up tripping over it right next to you guys, and you guys just take off. You two haven't quite escaped yet, but you've put a good amount of distance between you and the warden. You've managed to gain some allies, you've managed to find some artifacts, some magic items. You two are in a pretty good spot. But if you two will ever truly escape the madness of Madstone Asylum, we may never know.
We may never know. Until next time.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Well, thank you both for being here.
Mm-hmm.
thank you for
That will
DMing.
be
It was
the
good.
end of the podcast. This is fun. Goodbye, podcast listeners.